Hey, welcome back. Well, I had a request to give a guitar tutorial on reminiscing per the video I made. And so that's what we're going to do. And here's how you do it. It begins in E flat. So it's an E flat chord, but we're going to do an E flat sus2. And when you play it as a singer guitarist, you don't have a bass player, you're doing it solo. You're going to have to do everything yourself to really make it full. So the bass line is quarter notes. And it's just your thumb on the E flat. And then what we're going to do, though, is we're going to make the melody, which is... There's some syncopation there. It's a little bit, it's not right on the beat with the melody. Now that's not the only way you can play it up here. It's the way I play it. I prefer it. But you can take it down here if you will too. So this E flat like this, take this finger off, and you can sort of do it like this. So if that's more comfortable, try it there. And then you go to an F minor 7, but I'm going to take off the third and make it a second. So I would think it is a F minor 7 sus2. So it's just one finger, and you pluck it twice. Incidentally, you can play it right here. So if you're doing it here. B flat 7. I just hit that note, or you can go. Okay, then you go back to that again. Then it switches, and it goes to an A flat minor 9. So it's like an A flat minor 7, but you're adding the B flat. That's a 2-5-1 relationship, so there's the one chord. 2-5-1. Okay. I say that because now we're going to do it again, but now we're switching to the G flat or F sharp minor 9 to B9, and one more time to E. This time I'm just going to do a minor 7. I guess I added that 9 to an A7. So I did 3 2 5s going down full steps. And then you can go. So A, 3rd string, 2nd fret, 2nd string open, 3rd string, 2nd fret. So it's like you're playing an A sus2, D. Did you get that rhythm? The whole thing would sound like this. That's the introduction, and it's important to get that because you're going to play that again as an interlude in the song. And it goes to a G major 7. Friday night I was late, I was walking you home, got out to the gate. And then this is a very interesting chord. You can think of it as a C9, and then take the 5th and flat it, or take the 4th and raise it. So sharp 11 or flat 5, however you want to think of it. So that would be, and you would form the chord, I think, like this. So it's, but with this note. So I also kind of think of the chord as sort of like an F sharp 7, sharp 5, augment 5th over a C. So this would be the F sharp 7, sharp 5, but with a C bass, it's the same chord. And the reason I think of it like that is because when I'm soloing over it, anytime you do an altered dominant 7th chord, not anytime, but a lot of the time, you can play the melodic minor scale a half step higher. It's also, think of it as the jazz altered scale. So I think of G minor, G melodic minor. Anyway, that's just a little tidbit if you want to solo over it. So that's how I think of it when I solo. But it's, I guess, a C, 9, sharp 11, or flat 5. To B7. Same chord, B7, it ended all too soon. And on the way back home to a B flat 7, I promise you'd never be in D alone. Now, if you're doing it by yourself, you can go 3, 2, 1, where you're playing a D sus2, and then go to a G major 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, with an A bass, or G major 7 over A. You can almost call it maybe a G major 9 over A. Anyway, I think of it a G major 7 over A. So then you take this off. F sharp. Okay. By the way, instead of playing a B7, you can play a B9. I'm pretty sure Little River Band plays a 9th chord, actually. But the 7th really sticks it. So you can do whatever you like. So like when you're playing the verse. Friday night, it was late, I was walking you home. We got down to the gate and I was... Okay, you can do this. I'm sorry. I was dreaming of the night. Can I hear the 7th? Would it turn out right? You can hear how that 7th really kind of sticks that. But if you play the 9th, that also sounds good. Dreaming of the night. Would it turn out right? Okay. Now the second verse is exactly the same. That's the way we began, we were hand in hand. Glenn Miller's band was better than before. We yelled and screamed some more, and those border tunes made us dance across the room. It ended all too soon. G major 7 to B flat 7 or B flat 9. Okay? And you can go if you're a good solo guitarist. G major 7. Hurry, don't be late. To a G minor 9. I can hardly wait. To a B7 or B9. I said to myself when we're old, we're both G major 7. that's really the song. Because when you go, after you're done with those number of verses and you go to the middle section, you go right back to the intro. All right, so that's it. That's basically Reminiscing. You get the introduction, you basically get the verses, and you've got it. At the very end of the song, it just switches between that D and that G major 7. Not G major 7, G major 7 over A. So not that difficult a song as far as a number of chords, for example, but if you're going to solo over it, it switches keys, it has some different tonal centers, and like a chord like this, flat 5 or sharp 11, really cool chord to solo over, you know, with that melodic minor, that type of thing. Sounds really cool. So that's Reminiscing by Little River Band. Fantastic tune. All right, thanks a lot for the request. I appreciate it. Thanks for swinging by. Don't forget to subscribe. By the way, I take all kinds of requests. I've got one outstanding request right now. If you requested it, then I'm working on it, but it's kind of kicking my bottom at the moment. I'm working on an arrangement that sounds good to me, but I'll get it. All right, so thanks a lot. Take care. Swing on by again. Bye-bye.